Hello. Today I want to talk to you about money. Money is an interesting subject. And so we're going to talk about money. Do you have too much or do you not have enough? I truly believe with my years of coaching that all of us come to a place in our adult life with a belief system about money that comes from our childhood experiences. We don't realize it until we find ourselves either prosperous or broke, or somewhere in the middle. In my family, my parents married, and my dad was the spender, and my mother was extremely frugal. My dad believed that if he worked hard to make money and if it made him feel better, he should spend it. His favorite thing was to take his family out to dinner. My dad was not careless with money, he just wasn't afraid to spend it. My mother, on the other hand, was worried about every penny spent at our house. My mother had grown up with parents who had lived through the Depression, and so she was cognizant that money was hard to come by, and so she held on to it very tightly. When my dad would take us to dinner as a treat, my mom complained the whole time about the cost. My mom constantly talked about money and the fear of spending it and not having enough. Neither one of them were wrong or right. It was how they were raised, and it's what they knew. As an adult, I made a lot of money, spent it on what made me feel good, and then was fearful all the time of not having enough. And it was crazy making. Then I added a spouse to it who was raised the same way I was, but he didn't have the capacity to make money. So he wanted to spend mine to feel better and then worried about not having enough. So as you can see, this cycle kind of spins, and yet I didn't have the maturity or the understanding at the time to see what was going on. It affected my emotions. It affected my mind. I was always thinking about money and not having enough, and yet what was it I wanted to spend it on? And it was a very emotional situation, and I didn't know where it was coming from. Life coaching, though, was a miracle for me in my perception about money. It helped me to see that I was fearful of what I was fearful of and what I should be more fearful of. I saw my problem was not money at all. Money is just a piece of paper that is created by the federal government. What it represents, though, is energy and things that I value and self-esteem issues. After life coaching, I was able to be more generous to others with my money, because I thought there will be more that comes and I want to bless somebody today. I was able not to be fearful and to enjoy the feeling that I could spend and that there was tomorrow, but I was also putting money away. I also learned the discipline of savings and plan for my future. Now I'm enjoying life, planning the future, spending, and feeling more peaceful about having enough and allowing myself to be proud that I had earned it. It also taught me that when you spend money with your heart, it will come back to you in other ways. When you hold money too tightly, it's amazing how it still slips away. Would you like to know more about your money beliefs and how it has affected you? If so, please go to my website at mammothedge.com and take the self-audit. I know that by learning about your money beliefs, you can allow yourself to manage money, you can allow yourself to make money, and not have the emotions or worry of it, or the lack of it, and have it manage you instead of you managing it. I look forward to talking to you. Thank you.